Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get this going. How's everybody doing? Nobody's here yet, but how's everybody doing? I'm doing awful. Uh, that's not how you want to start the stream. No, it's a stressful day for a lot of people. Hey, Brandon. Oh, it's always good to see somebody here. right at launch. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, today is stressful. I got nothing done until now, and there's the obvious the troubles occurring on the grand scale. So, oddly enough, not the thing that's stressing me out the most. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I am becoming an old. I'm entering my hag era, and I have none of my goals accomplished. So I'm gonna try to ignore that, and then we're gonna play Hades. So fuck, right? Like shit. Okay. Let's get this going. Oh, I should probably. Oh no, we should probably have captured the game before we actually started. Isn't that an idea? Wouldn't that be something? Okay, looks like the game is functional. Let's mute the Discord thing in case anything accidental happens. And how's our sizing? Let's unlock that and see if... Alright, we're lined up pretty good, I think. Oh god. This is the first time you've been playing since the update? Yeah, so... I have not played Hades 2 in a fair bit. Actually, let's just one more distraction and just, you know, do the thing. But yeah, I put like, before the first major update, I put in like a solid 46 hours into the Hades 2 early access, like from 1.0 to the first fucking, like, literally this is the first update. So... What the fuck? Oh, motherfucker, did Elon fucking fuck up the word limit again? Links shouldn't count as text. But whatever. Alright. And abbreviation. And we're still one too much, so... Let's get rid of unnecessary words. Editing. I'm going to school for this. Isn't it great? Copy this version of it, even though this won't be a problem on the other thing. Okay, that's there. I can say that I have attempted my social media interaction for the day. Like that's a good thing. Fucking free fucking plug for Blue Sky. They give you a solid 20 more characters, or yeah, no, characters than shit Twitter. So fucking here's to gated community Twitter. Alright, let's close that shit so this shit'll run properly. But yes, this is the first time I'm playing Hades 2 since the update. Since they've added Prometheus, who's voiced by Ben Starr, aka the sluttiest Final Fantasy protagonist since the last protagonist. Okay, let's actually... I need to be able to think. Uh-oh, this battery is fucking dead. That's not good. let's hope that our other battery is charged. We could always play wired, but that would require me to think ahead of time. Yeah, I'm trying to fix the. We're gonna go into audio and we're gonna lower this. We're gonna lower this a bit, like not even to the funny number, like legitimately. How's that going? In the range of audio, Brandon, is that doing all right? Audio balancing in any Supergiant game is always weird. Is 50 good, or should we go lower? I'm thinking it's balancing out because I'm just looking at levels on OBS. It's better? Okay, cool. Alright, and let's plug in our spare battery just in case. Blark. So how's the day been for everybody else? Brandon, how's your day been? You know what, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna make an executive decision. It's crazy, I know, to lower the master down this much. I know that the master should be doing this, but sometimes, especially early access games, it doesn't. So let's just be safe with Blarg. And speech can stay where it is, because it happens so little. Yeah, that's a little more tolerable, I think. Not that I ever want to down on the Supergiant soundtrack. The sound, it should be that loud because it is that good. But yeah, if we go here, you'll see I had 70 runs in my original save. We're gonna do a new save because I know that they've changed some stuff and they've added some dialogue. So we're gonna start fresh.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose reign as grim lord.
And this is my comfort game. Well, it was for
His
like a
past
solid 2 months.
caught up with him. But gods do not
And
know
Hades
Hades
1 is what got me through the pandemic, alongside a couple of other things.
was only a matter of time.
But it is also the game I think I started streaming with.
Death to Kronos.
Yeah, that sounds right. Hades 1. Boop. I forget how Hades 2 plays. It's different feeling. Yeah, you gotta track the dash. We'll let you know when to redo. But yeah. Okay, now I think it's too low. Let's go back up to 50. Let's get the main up to 50. In case that actually does make a difference. But yeah, Hades 1 was the game I started streaming with.
Lost souls.
I'm just gonna believe that that's true until someone corrects me. I'm pretty sure that is true. And Hades 1 was my comfort game. I 100%ed Hades 1 3 times. Because I did so in the original PC release, and then I did so in the Nintendo Switch release, because that was still part of the era where I was just playing everything on Switch that I could. Because games that were releasing on Switch were actually running like they were made for the console.
Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
God, I fucking love Melanoa's design.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, sunshine.
Apollo's okay.
Look, we can't.
Oh, shit. Alright, well. Oh, well. God, I don't remember what the meta is. I know that there have been a bunch of updates for balancing, but... sprint is faster in days as foes. You stand in your cast when they expire, you ameliorators. Oh shit, that's actually really good.
They need my aid. I'll see if I need theirs.
But yeah. I remember when the Switch had games that were I remember when the Switch had games that were made for it and ran well. Yeah, there was a really good like 2-year span between 2021 and 2023 where the Switch was just top of the whole goddamn industry, wasn't it?
Not now.
Okay, cool. So standing in the cast, and that's our whole goddamn monobar. God, it's weird. It's really weird being de-leveled again.
They're slowing down.
The passive upgrades in Hades 2 make so much of a difference. It's really kind of bizarre feeling. Because I was just playing the game to play the game, so I was grinding out a fuck ton of
That's that.
Ash and spirits, and I had maxed out the goddamn Arcana board. So, like, playing a fully maxed out Melanoia in the first major patch was peak. And it's weird to go back. It's weird to go back with Hades 1, but the difference is way more noticeable here. Because even at, like, base passive, Zagreus' dash is still pretty good, even if you only have the one.
Hold still.
And Melanoia's fucking whole dynamic is so different. But yeah, I think it's an appropriate thing that, you know, now that I have come back to stream, that we...
For me.
And I believe I started on my birthday too. I would have to go back to check, but that was when I really, you know, was in it.
Whispers.
I was playing Hades, and it was good. It was a good time. It was the comfort game forever. I remember playing basically it until the Baldur's Gate 3
Can't do it.
early access started getting nice and crunchy. And that was like in my entire 2023 was just replaying Hades and 100%ing the game a second time, and playing Baldur's Gate 3 until release.
The Sigil of Frost. Headmistress told me so much about you, and now at last we meet.
But yeah, I know that they added and maybe shifted some dialogue within the update. There's the upper path actually has its expected boss, so there's that.
You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is what it takes to get her
But yeah,
back.
Hades holds a place in my
Help me,
heart.
won't you, granddaughter?
Because so I wrote an article about how... Take a swig of coffee. I wish I could write an article about that and actually know what I'm talking about. I wrote an article about how Concord's failure is based entirely in its poor character design, and that it's a portent to the industry that you need to prioritize how your game looks and feels before you just pour $500 million into a fucking, or you know, 33% of $1 billion into a franchise that has no fucking chance of making it back. And I think Supergiant's the best counter to that, because this game completely runs on good character design and game feel.
Grandmother.
Easter egg. Nice.
Yes.
The build's coming together. I don't have enough money to go to Charon just yet.
A root stalker. Got to move.
This is the boss that was like, okay, here's the major difference. You're not going to be dash spamming with this game like you do in Hades 1. Because Hades 1, it's like, regardless of what your playstyle is, dash spamming is kind of the game. And this is the thing that if you just keep dashing, you will get fucked up by that attack specifically. You need to take advantage of the unique sprint that Melanoia has that is, like, completely counterintuitive to Zag's old moveset. Although I'm doing pretty okay. I wonder if we're gonna have a chance to see. Ooh, fun.
Foul spirit. You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you?
How this game balanced people who were too good at it at first.
I accept this message.
My long-lost niece
Best
to
uncle.
live. We
Oh shit, I keep accidentally confirming through the fucking dialogue. I feel like crap for doing that. Okay, so Breaker Sprint's not bad, but we don't have enough magic for it to be good yet. Yeah, I think Splash Fount is actually pretty solid.
May all our enemies drown.
But yeah, man, fucking just like Supergiant has always made good games. They've always been good at establishing the vibe, and their art designs always peak. But it's like, if you need a better example of what the import of like game feel and character design is in your fucking thing, like, people need to take notes. And I'm not saying like the just fucking like full sail lifting the like the art style is going to guarantee success, but just that, like, you need to be able to create something that feels like a worthwhile experience, and Supergiant's always been able to deliver on that front. What else?
Whalers.
Yeah, I was debating. I wanted to stream earlier today. I wanted to make this like a whole marathon thing. I was thinking of playing some of the demos that I got or I downloaded during Steam Next Fest, or the October Steam Next Fest, which is still an idea I think we're gonna do, but the day just fucking got away from me, man. And I didn't really even get what I needed to get done. So that's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun first couple of hours of me being awake on my birthday, which is tomorrow, chat. If you aren't aware, I am becoming a fossil. Ready your bloodstone circles, as I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know. I'm getting older, and it's making me wig out a little bit. I never asked for who the bell tolled, but it is tolling for me. But that's why we're here. We're here for comfy vibes. Because we need them.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm actually getting my ass kicked. I need to be careful. Shit. That's the other thing about this game. You really do need to pay attention, like with... Yep.
Return to Shadow now.
Oh, point that I was making? You're here? Amazing. Crazy. But yeah.
Already.
The other interesting bit is Melinoi's like return from death aspect is not actually a return from death, it's a turning back of the clock. Because you're here to kill time. And so am I. Pet the frog friend.
Staying out all night, who knows?
Oh yeah, that's another thing in this update. There are more pets. And the pets are best. They're the best passives. Kiss the frog. For he is a good boy. Admire. Or brood.
This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Boo! Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak!
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it.
But yeah, fucking Hades 2 came out and was just so, like, far beyond. Like, I think, if I'm remembering right, point, whatever version number the launch version of the early access was, had, like, 90% of the content of the entirety of Hades 1. Which is just a crazy fucking, Crazy fucking metric. And they've only built on it from there. I like Dora. Dora's cool.
Stand tall and show no weakness.
There you are. Come here. Time forced our hand, Melinoe. Neria Soul expected you to slay our enemy last night, on a new moon, no less.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started.
Yes, recovered bodily, if not in spirit, and grown wiser for it. You've not failed, merely begun. This is all part of the task. Death to Kronos.
Although, speaking of fucking character designs, goddamn Hecate's fucking design is... Every design is peak. It is the character design fucking pantheon. Literally. But fucking abs.
Death to Kronos.
Abs for days. It's the best.
This cauldron's filthy still, alas. But there's something at our altar you may use. And I've unsealed the silver pool as well.
Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Melinoe. We shall await your safe return.
Okay.
Thank you, Headmistress.
I'm thinking, is the fucking music volume a little bit lower? Let's just get us up to 55. Or no, it was just not on. Well, let's just fidget with it a little bit.
It's being purified.
The crossroads, that haven hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Together we'll
Tough
retake
times.
my father's realm.
But if we're talking about my favorite character,
Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here.
Nemesis is
It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
the best.
Your skepticism's duly noted.
Because she's such a bitch. But it works. Fuck, we have... there is nothing here. We have done nothing. There's nothing. Anything at all.
The rivers overflowed back there.
Oh man, so much. I'm realizing now how much I had unlocked and how little I have access to it from the start.
I've nothing to report,
Fuck, I keep...
Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
Hi, gang. Headmistress must have some important tasks for you.
Doggo.
We'll find a way to wake you, O sleep. I promise.
I think that's still gonna be a end game thing for 1.0.
My altar. The sorceress.
It moves at 20% faster. Deals 20% damage to foes in your cast. Both.
The wayward son.
But we do need to get the Titan ASAP. But ASAP is not now, because we're one short, so we may as well get the Furies.
The Furies.
So I guess we're really going to be focusing Ash for the first couple of
That'll
rounds. And everybody's favorite character.
Attention! A battle lost. But this is war, young one, and you have many
Oh, hey,
battles to
Adam.
come.
Good to
The
see
only
you.
question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
Yeah, we're playing a little bit of Hades 2 today. Because I don't want to
Commander Skelemia's son.
think about fucking anything else at all. Including the personal shit. Because tomorrow's my birthday. In a mere 2.5 hours,
All right, that's enough.
I will be ancient.
I am ensnared.
Can't do it.
Got all your magic back. I shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
You see?
But yeah, chill vibes today because we need them. and look at the art because it is beautiful.
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one
Be
was
early
more
B-Day.
prepared.
And on the same day as the results,
In the
yuck, yeah.
mists of Erebus, there should
It's
be
been a
way
fun every 4 years
to
since I've been
heading to
alive.
Elysium.
Although a little more
Tourists to
prevalent since
stay.
I was 18.
All right, it's time.
But yeah, as much as I have disdain for politics of many kinds, really I fucking can't stand it. I can't stand the tribalism of all of it and the distractionary tactics of fucking modern media. It's awful and annoying, and not even like we should be we deserve a better class of supervillain is all I'm saying.
Magic's back to full.
Do your civic duty if you are able to, and then stick your head in the sand and don't have it be a core personality trait going forward for however long people decide that
The
it needs to
arms
be.
of Night are now at my disposal. Or shall be.
Yeah,
soon
get the
enough.
sister blades as soon as possible. But that
more
is
than just the
all
staff
of the
fading away.
diatribe that I will be saying on that.
Find the Titan, slay the Titan.
I'd much prefer the existential spiral crisis that
Flames,
comes from being ancient and having my blood drained and used in a ritual. That's what happens at this birthday, right? This is the blood
In the
ritual
name of
birthday.
Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Well, look at you, hot stuff. Come to help the elderly.
I love Hestia's fucking design, man. She's the best grandma.
Burn this whole blasted place to the ground myself.
Connor is old.
Here's a
Connor
little
is
warm-up
ancient.
for ya.
An embodiment of a fallen god. Resurrected improperly. So I'm lazy and I'm here to play games and chill. That is basically the lore of the PNG tuber design I have cooking on the books. Speaking of which, I gotta fucking send a message to Clef and see what the ETA is on that. Ooh, whenever you attack or special restore. As much as I like Scorch, the restore MP is really, that is the shit. Because like that hit alone brought back a third of our fucking bar. Very chill day, just homework through stickers you ordered came in. Very cool, very cool. I was looking through some stuff that I might order as a birthmas present to the self. A couple artists I follow, they have their own like store pages or Etsy pages, and I was like, maybe I can get a little more art for the room.
Suffer no more.
Because it gives me life. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I walked into that one.
Come on.
Fuck. So that's the other thing, is like, I'm so used to not keeping an eye on the fucking mana bar because I'm used to having more. It's early game, really fucking necessary.
Hear me, on my authority.
Yeah, let's go with the Scorch build.
Flame of the hearth.
And more ash. Keep forgetting stuff you ordered. I had that with Kickstarter stuff. There's a thing that I backed like over a year ago that came in this week, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that.
For what you did to me.
Oh yeah, a little commentary on the vengeance kills. So Melanoy will be a little more peeved or have a comment when you kill an enemy that had killed you in your last run. It's a shame we didn't get any of the nectar, because I think that's the thing you get from Nemesis is the thing that buffs you against enemies that killed you last time, which becomes clutch as fuck when you start getting to the final boss of the lower levels. Because, hey, if he killed you last time, just fucking finesse it through. Through your second run, and then you can really just eat through his fucking health, depending on what your build is. Don't know what's going on, but pretty colors. Yeah, you know what? That's a great, honestly, that is as much as you need to know. Hades 2 is a Supergiant game, sequel to Hades, which was just the best game. I recommend playing it. This is still in early access, so if you play Hades 1 and you finish Hades 1, you might be done by the time Hades 2 is hitting 1.0, possibly? Okay, cool, even guarded attacks or armored attacks are good. But yeah, the basic, it is a roguelike, it's honestly just like it's the best example of a roguelike, where you're going through individual runs in your attempts to achieve a goal, and then once you achieve that goal, you realize that achieving that goal doesn't actually finish the task until you do it a couple more times.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods?
And you're playing as Melinoe, who, while the actual mythology is a little muddy, is in the mythology of this game a daughter of Hades. And the entirety of your family has been stolen by the Titan Kronos, so you're going on your quest to kill time. Which is the best fucking double entendre that a Ludo narrative could ask for. Because that's, honest. Fuck. I hate those enemies. They will fuck you up if you're trying to charge an attack or do anything. Gotta be a little more decisive in our movement. Because that's my favorite thing about roguelikes, and I don't know if it's my decaying attention span or just, you know, the lack of time I have for things, but I really do appreciate the roguelike genre. It is a genre that, by its nature, is respectful of your time. Because like a single run in Hades can take at most 30 to 40 minutes, and you're making consistent progress, and there's always something that makes what you're doing worthwhile. We're going really fucking Hestia heavy.
It made it all that way on just a rickety old wooden ferry boat. Must be a litany of fire safety hazards there, although plenty of water near with which to put them out.
But yeah, so this game obviously is a dramatized retelling of certain Greek myths, which I think appeals to everybody. Yeah, so there's like 4 different major stages, and then every individual room within those stages from start to boss will have different buffs, different gods to interact with, different resources you can go out of your way to get. Like I have enough money to the boatman Charon will bring you boons in exchange for money, so because I went out of my way to get a money room, I can buy something. Whenever Scorch is afflicted, Smolder Ring's good, but Rarity's really bad in the start. So yeah, here's like a good example of like, so this is a boon of Hestia. We interacted with Hestia. We bought one of her boons from Charon, so this is going to be a passive buff or a active buff that applies to one of our attacks. We have our basic attack, we have our special attack, which is a projectile, and we have our cast, which is like a it's a little bit of a bear trap. So if we were to pick natural gas, when Scorch afflicted foes are slain, they damage foes around them. That is just a additional passive to our existing boons that already inflict Scorch. So with Flame Strike, if we kill a Flame Strike enemy with natural gas, they will burst and do damage to foes around them, which is good for rooms with a lot of enemies in them. But yeah, it's a randomized series of rooms between point A and point B. Point A in each level is the start. Point B in each level is the boss. And then if you beat that boss, you proceed to the next level, and you rinse repeat until you have enough passive and active effects that you're able to actually deal with the escalating difficulty of bosses. And you get to the end boss, and then if you win against them, there's progression in the major progression in the story. But even when you fail, there will be minor progression in the story with the side characters. So like on the first end run, I went and I had a conversation with Hecate and with Nemesis and with I think it was Orpheus. No, that wasn't Orpheus. That was Theseus, I think. We'll get there. But you have these individual conversations and individual side quests and things that will naturally progress the more you talk with them, and you get more talking opportunities whenever you die. So there's always some kind of progression in the game, and I think that Supergiant's done a really amazing job in redefining the genre by making that roguelike progression feeling so constant. Because there's a lot of like actual there are true roguelikes, which are games like Noita and Rogue, where there's zero progression between runs. Like you die, you're dead, your progress is reset, you start again. That's it. And then there's roguelikes like Hades, or roguelite is the official term, but everyone just uses roguelike. Like Hades, where you do your individual runs that you may have ultimate success by beating the end boss, or you may fail along the way, but there are passive progressions that you can use to guarantee that to guarantee value in your time. With Hades 1, it was like every single room that you cleared would give you some kind of resource, either keys to unlock stuff or darkness to increase your passive stuff. Hades 2 has a couple of different things, but we'll get to it. Charon finally has his fucking art. So, in the initial early access release, there was placeholder art, and people are like, Charon is an existing character, why doesn't he have art? And it's because the new art is very good.
I'm in your debt, Lord Charon. These provisions surely shall make all the difference in my task. What gold I find is yours.
Don't worry about it. I'm over-explaining because I really enjoy the thing. It's just fun. It's a fun, like, action, dashy, hack and slash-ish roguelike where you do stuff, and characters are cool, and designs are good, and writing is even better. I don't know if bones actually have a lot of value just yet, so we'll go after spirit. So like, yeah, that's like the forking path in progression. Did I go for the bones, which are a type of currency to use at a vendor that I have not yet unlocked, or do I go for spirit, which is another type of currency to use at our passive pool, which increases the number of bonus boon effects we can have. Interesting. I don't know if I dashed those away. But yeah, I'm running a real Hestia heavy run. What's Charon's new art? His portrait art that we saw just then. That's new because he used to be just the hooded placeholder figure that they used for half of the NPCs because they didn't have the art done yet. I'll see if I can get another Charon room, and then we'll see. God, Scorch is really fucking good. I don't know if they buffed Scorch. I don't know why they would. It was already broken. But as long as I'm careful, this is a decent enough start build. Okay, so like this, I'll shout it out next time it's up. So this is a choice between the magic upgrade, because you see that was the thing that we did in this room, and now we have a magic pool of 80 as opposed to 50. Or we can get a Palm of Power, which levels up one of our boons individually. But I think we're going to get more out of being able to do more. Wow, I was like a pixel away from that. That's crazy. This Scorch build is actually really good. If I can pay attention, then fucking we're good. Okay, I have... Brandon, we're gonna have to hold off on the Karen art because I need the health upgrade.
Knife.
There we go. Yeah, that was the thing. I think one of the Hestia boons might have limited my... Attacks like Scorch. Sprint destroys most short-ranged shots. That's interesting. So there's a chance that I can just run into something that hurts me. Whenever... Okay. I'm wondering... Is the starting health really that low? Fucking 30?
Headmistress.
There she is.
So now we've gotten to the first the boss of the first level, which is a student-teacher skirmish between Hecate and
Thank you,
Melinoë.
Hecate. I could not.
And in turn, you shall not pass this point.
I will do my best to try not to skip dialogue.
My capability. You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy. Crossed flames awaken.
Fuck. I dashed right into that. I really gotta be careful because I am way weaker than I'm used to being. Shit. Kinda just gotta wait this one out. Okay, green, so she's fake. That's the real one. I really don't have enough time to be able to get a full charge shot off and have it be, like, effective. Fuck. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, man, that was bad placement.
Good. Arise, sisters.
So the fun bit is that everything that Hecate is fucking using is something that we will eventually get access to. Like her little meteor strike attacks with the sigils on the ground is a moon goddess super that we will eventually get access to. Okay, that one's the fake. We kind of just have to deal. I'm so used to being able to be more proactive about that shit. It's really weird to go back to 0. And we're gonna have to do it again, because we're still in early access, even with this update. This is not 1.0. This is 0.103501. So who knows what we'll be missing if we just continue off of the save. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Okay, I thought I could get past it. Fuck off. The polymorph is really annoying.
Let's see you evade this.
I feel like there's a lot more witch mobs than usual, but that might just be me. But she's invulnerable until they're gone. Fuck, man. Alright, I got one more hit in me. I fucking hate that one because they come back. But it does give us a golden opportunity to get a couple hits in. shit. Fuck. Oh man, I know. I'm being super cautious, but I'm like one hit from death. Okay, that should give us enough to be able to take her out. There we go. Yeah, it really is just the color scheme and just the whole color grading of every character design is so well balanced. It's really just a beautiful fucking game. New games is so expensive. You need to finish something new. I'm right there with you.
I look forward to it, Headmistress.
Just staring at the stack of unplayed games that I still haven't even fucked with. my copy of fucking Dragon's Dogma 2 is just burning a hole in the back of my head. And that game is like practically dead, so it's
No, I dare not stray
tough to
too
get
far
to.
from our abode. Continue now your task. I shall await your safe return.
But we got a good 2+ hours for this stream, so maybe we'll get to the point where we can fight Prometheus and hear Ben Starr tell us about how stupid we are.
Down.
I forget he's not even here on the first like successful run. And that healing didn't do shit for us. What the hell?
Beginning descent.
Ooh, new art. Oh, it's so good. I really like the new map. That's awesome. That's new. I told Beyond, but I like playing Stardew, Animal Crossing, Kikamawa, Mario Kart, Sonic Tamagotchi, everything games, and stops there. Do FNAF as well, but my gaming abilities are very limited. I never really got into FNAF because it's like, it's not my vibe. I prefer like the existential dread kind of horror, less so the jump scary reactive bullshit.
Yet there are such places where the edge of one and the other meet.
What was I gonna say? There's a game that I generally recommend to people who play Stardew, and I can't remember what it was. I like the lore more than playing. I mean, there's a fair argument for chilling with the stream to appreciate the lore without having to execute the skill of games like this, because fucking Hades is hard. Hades is hard, dude. I really enjoy Analog Horror, yeah. For Analog Horror's sake, there was something in the nope, shit. There was something that I saw in the Next Fest that really gave like a solid Silent Hill vibe. I don't remember what it was. I'll post it in the Discord. If you haven't hopped into the Damn Fine Cup of Discord, feel free to do so. I go on about shit like that all the time. Fuck. Oh man, this is rough. Oh man, this is rough. Those projectiles explode. It's really crazy to be here with this little health. But yeah, I mean, so there's a big conversation about like skill being a barrier to entry to
all quiet
immersive experience, and like streaming really helps bridge that gap. What was the other? Creepy games. Creepy games are good. Creepy games are always good. Enjoy the creep factor. The more creepy your game, the more likely I'll be to play it. I really, last year I was really recommended, or maybe earlier this year, I have no perception of time anymore. I was really recommending Crow Country. Crow Country is awesome. If you want the old, Resident Evil-y kind of more so feel. And also Signalis. Signalis, would probably be my game of the year in a year where Metaphor ReFantazio did not come out. But I also think Signalis came out last year. Again, perception of time gone. You know, let's vary this up. So the big thing about Hades is that the boons you have interact literally.
Going in.
Like I've been mostly getting buffs from the goddess not Hecate, not yet. I've been mostly getting buffs from who is it? My brain turns off when I have to focus, and if I could guarantee a fucking ADHD diagnosis with anything, I think it would be that sentence. Hestia. Hestia has been who we got most of our buffs from, but we have entered a room that if we fucking live, which if we get hit one more time we won't, we will get a boon from Aphrodite. And depending on what boons you have, the gods will interact and give you either duo boons or legendary boons, but they'll also make commentary on who you've interacted most with, or if this is your first time, or if you've given them an offering. What other creepy games were good? Like Signalis and Crow County were my my go-tos for recommends.
Hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even with
both very different styles of vague Resident Evil vibe.
For your kin.
Also, I really do like the Aphrodite design. The initial fucking kind of clashback at, like, how do you argue with this being Aphrodite's deal, especially in a time where she does have to take on the more warlike concept. But yeah, the different buffs affect things differently. So Aphrodite will apply in Hades 1 it was weakness, but I haven't interacted with her as much in Hades 2, so I don't know what her deal really is. Deal more damage when you have at least, okay. A lot of it's health based. Seeker Crush is actually really good when it's at a higher rarity. I'm trying to think. Fruitless Endeavor. I should never really put effort into that.
I think.
There was a recent. So on the note of like games that are honestly just better to experience via watching streams and shit. Mouthwashing is really interesting and very creepy narratively and visually. Like it's such a unique, it's not the most unique style, but it's a very like of its own kind of thing. But that is a game that can be completed in 4 hours and has minor variability. So that is a game that I would watch more than, I mean, I have seen it played, I do want to play it, but after you know what the deal is,
you ought to have stayed below.
It's kind of hard to go back to that without, you know. I don't know. There's a much more dynamic conversation to be had about that when I have spoons, which is not now. I have enough spoons to basically play. Yeah, the projectile on this motherfucker is a real bitch. There's a, one of the weapons has a shield quality that makes this fight a joke. I don't have that right now. So this is actually like a very scary fight with my current setup. Shit! And then he's gonna curl to try to hit me, or he's gonna run away. Interesting. I really hate the exploding thing, because the pattern's really difficult to keep in mind. Scorch is like carrying my ass here. It is crazy. Because that is like melting through his armor, and it's not even meant to. Oh yeah, once his armor's gone, he's a joke. There we go.
Stick to the seas next time.
Yeah, I've seen Mouthwashing. There is this other game, but it's like creepy in a real life sense, so it's kind of hard to play, and I can't remember the name. But it's a little too real for comfort. Like I like the creepiness when it's not realistic, because it's creepy, not scary. Yeah, I mean,
How could she not send
lore. So Kronos showed back up when Melinoe was like days old, and then Hecate was able to save her, but not the rest of the family. So Hades and fucking wow, my brain is full of holes today. Hades and fucking Core. I'll remember at some point. But also Zagreus are being held in time. But yeah, I also I'm a big fan. Shocker if you've seen anything I've talked about. Fucking I really like existential like kind of cosmic horror, I guess, is the best catch-all. I like when the fabric of reality is the thing being played with. Like it's the difference between like recommending horror media versus recommending thriller media, because like slasher horror stories are their own subgenre for a reason. Let's see, gain barrier that stops one instance of damage in each location. But Prime 15. We have the magic to make that work, but I think Arctic Ring is really good.
I see.
And when you see the hammer, you always go for the hammer. Now our cast stops them cold, literally. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, this zone is so tough with the amount of health we have. But we are actually starting to hear, I think that means we're 3 or 4 rooms away. You can hear the melody in the background. It's indicative of the next boss that we have to fight. But yeah, I really like, people really don't like attributing cosmic horror to be described as Lovecraftian because the genre exists so much farther beyond Lovecraft, and Lovecraft is inherently problematic. But I really do like the Lovecraftian Cthulhu mythos stuff. Extending while the attack has more range and deals 100% damage to distant foes. Omega attacks deal 50% damage and also strike sideways. That's the cross catalysm, right? Oh man, that's crazy. We do not have enough magic to make that like viable. Multi-attack is so fucking good. Although, wait a minute. So we would be losing 1 magic every time we hit, but our hits double up. I don't think it's viable. I'd rather just get the wider attack range.
As always.
But yeah, this game is all about making decisions like that. And then regretting them. Because I only have 11 health. So like literally the next 1 or 2 hits, I'm done.
Serpents.
I forget what the game was called, but there was this horror farm. It was a demo, but there was like this horror farming life thing. It was like it was a first-person game, and the demo only lets you get to the first 2 weeks. But it was just like, oh hey, this guy is like he cannot handle life anymore, so he's going to go to a farm and he's going to live on this farm, but the farm is haunted. I saw the demo being played, and that game, like, I don't know if it's ever going to come out, but if it does and it's good, I'm so down for it. Because it is 1/2, like, actually legit plant and harvest your crops to get the money you need to get the other supplies that you need, but also big spooky. There was another game that, when me and Brandon went to the Game Awards, we saw a preview for, and it was literally described as if Stardew Valley was you know, it was described as Stardew Valley, but the protagonist is a serial killer. Why is Rhythm Heaven going for $100? The same reason that a PS2 copy of Silent Hill 2 Original is going for like $280. Because media fucking, like, physical media needs to be maintained and is not. Alright, we have to get the heart because we need the healing. But yeah, as a person who enjoys Shin Megami Tensei games, let me tell you, my hatred for resellers goes deep. Because, yes, I would like to own every SMT game, but I do not have roughly $8,000. And nor do I have the consoles that they would run on exclusively. Scorch is doing, like, numbers. This is crazy, because our damage output is really... It is low for this area, because this is only our second run, but fuck, there's a chance we actually make it to the second boss. I don't think we're going to beat the second boss, because, my brain is a cabbage. But we might actually see it. That's interesting. And in the original release of the early access for Hades 2, there was a fun little thing for people who progressed too quickly, where a character that didn't show up until later showed up earlier to give you a debuff that would exponentially increase per room that you proceeded. Okay, there is a heal here. Let's see.
Would you believe it, hot stuff? I have on good authority that somebody around here has laid a claim to being eldest of Olympus. Or Demeter. Care to explain that one?
Am I getting a fucking duo boon immediately?
Estia, you had abandoned us. To be an Olympian is not merely a birthright, but a pledge, both to this family and this mountain. Restore your rightful status, and join me now to aid my granddaughter.
Dude, how the fuck did I get a duo boon on my second run? What the hell? Freezer burn when you inflict freeze on a foe with Scorch to deal damage and remove Scorch. That's really fucking good. Holy fuck.
Good.
And we're probably gonna die here, so let's just get the upgrade. Because in this game, in the other game, you could build up gold like really quickly. You can make an entire build entirely based on building up gold for, depending on what weapon you were using, damage output. And also just to get as many boons as possible to increase your chance for duo boons, which are all broken as fuck. In this game, you should always use as much of your money as possible because there is a secondary background counter that Karen is keeping that gives you a reusable resource based off of how much money you spend. In the first game, he sold stuff because he's the boatman, and, you know, he takes your 2 coins to carry you off into the afterlife. In this one, it's because all of the gold has been tainted and re-stamped in the likeness of Kronos, and he wants to destroy it, which I think is much more badass. Alright, so we get to see the second boss on run 2.
Oh, no way. No way. Look at Gal's a lady. Ladies never come to see our shows. You must be different. What's your name? Oh, make yourself comfy. We're just about to start, aren't we, Gals?
Sirens. I should have known you were the source of all that singing. Slinked down into the underworld, have you?
It's the perfect pressure down here. Beats the pressure trying to make art while all our fans are watching, begging, Skilla, where's your next soul?
Don't you drown your so-called fans to death? Have you even got any left?
I really like the cattiness between Melanoia and Scylla.
Oh, don't ever say such things about our fans. Oh, hey, gals, what say we give her the old song and dance?
She's not a siren, she is the siren. But yeah, no, it's fucking... So I hope I last long enough for us to get to the chorus of this this boss theme, because this boss theme is a fucking bop. And the most impressive part of it is that each of them actually do maintain... Jesus, there's so much going on. They maintain their instruments within the actual song being played. So there will be parts of the stage where you can knock out the siren on the drums, and you can knock out Scylla, and you can knock out the guitarist. And then that part of the track will be removed while they're unconscious. It's fucking awesome. It's so extra, I love it. But as you can see, this fucking boss fight's a motherfucker. Oh my god, fuck off. The overlapping is so fucked. Also, Scylla's got a fucking shield, so you can't backstab her. It's such bullshit. There's a weapon that really heavily relies on backstab damage, and this boss fight sucks when using that weapon. So you'll hear Scylla still singing, but both guitar and drums are out. Oh man, there's like half a chance in hell I actually get this done. On run 2, how fucking crazy is that? Also, there's the midpoint in the fight where you get a featured artist and they get special moves, and those moves are really difficult to dodge. It is an ADHD nightmare, this fucking fight, because you have to focus on so many things. Oh my god, the overlap's so fucked. Fuck. Oh man, that was so much closer than it should have been. Holy shit. Yeah, Scylla's design is really... It's interesting. But that fucking battle theme is fucking sick. There's 2 versions of it. Or there's 2 different songs, but the core of the fight is the same.
Sirens are amphibious. You know their weaknesses, Phranos?
So that's the thing I'm kind of worried about, is I might have gotten a little too far, and progression is weird in this game. Like, if you are skilled enough to go far, things will reprioritize. There's thousands of lines of dialogue, and some of them get pushed to the top depending on who's available, who you're talking to, what you did in your previous run.
It stokes your want for vengeance even now.
We have to brood. There's power in brooding. And we don't even have any of our major fucking upgrades yet.
Dora must be hiding for a bit.
The crossroads.
The cauldron's ready for me now.
At least our cauldron's finally purified, praise the fates. Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that
the voice
they would listen
acting is
even now.
her voice is off-putting. Yeah, it's intentional. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
If there's any chance the 3 fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall find them.
Yes, Headmistress.
So this is one of the avenues of forward permanent progression that differentiates a roguelite and a roguelike. The genre name is based off of the game Rogue, which was the first game to have non-standard or non-standard save kind of stuff, you know. games that will actively delete your progress as you go past the first couple of generations of console games, and, you know, coin-eating garbage. Like a game that didn't have a progression password for you to return to your point, nor did it have a save, and it was a active component of the gameplay that randomized, occasionally procedurally generated variance happens between one run through and another. Roguelike maintains that, you know, no permanent progression rule, which is stupid because I can think of like literally 3 games that actually fit that limitation, and I can think of like 40 games that are roguelites. It's all weirdness. But this is the Cauldron, and as a protege of Hecate, the goddess of witches, Melinoe needs to cast some incantations. So, if we do this one, we get our gathering tools to allow us to get silver, which we use to upgrade and unlock weapons, and more psyche, which is what we use to upgrade Melinoe's grasp, which allows her to have more passive arcana buffs, which is our second point of permanent progression.
Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will.
Also, it's cool.
So mote it be.
Sick as fuck. What other things do we need? So there's an upgrade later on that allows us to like make markers of what, yeah, I don't know if we would have gotten 10 bones from that one room, but we only did see the one bones room that would unlock the Wretched Broker. We literally just need the 1 silver, so it's good for the Knight's Craft work. No merchant yet, but we do have
all clear.
Waifu.
You passed her little test that time. Must have felt so good beating her ass to the ground. Don't get to spar with her, so I can only imagine.
Nemesis is a daughter of Nyx, much like the actual mythological relation. But also she is your rival character, because no shit, she's Nemesis. But she's supposed to be guarding the crossroads. She's not the one supposed to be going out to kill Kronos, even though she's big and strong. And she's not a big fan of that.
You don't know our craft.
I know I could take her.
Also, the sword she's carrying is one of the iterations of the sword that Zagreus used in the first game.
Let's see.
Which is cool.
How's life have laid down at the bottom of the sea? All sorts of
Odysseus. It was Odysseus.
That the reports make clear. I wager you've seen some things.
You'd win that wager handily. The worst of them has to be the sea monstrous called Scylla and a siren friends. They have this ridiculous act.
I always thought it was pronounced Scylla, but I could be wrong.
What, Scylla's still around? The sirens, no less.
I will actively disagree with the pronunciation.
Made it back. Well, please tell me.
Hate long reading assignments. I hate the mandate of reading assignments, but if something's interesting enough, I could probably exceed whatever expectations for shit there is. The last literature class I took was daunting with the amount of shit they expected us to read every fucking week, but it was all really, really interesting, so, you know, made do.
Oh, I heard an earful. Death to Kronos, sir.
He'll get his.
Pet doggo.
How fare my favorite hound and polecat friends?
I would like to pet the weasel. Let me pet the weasel. Game update to let me pet weasel, please.
Rest easy, son of Nyx.
Thank you for English. It's history and suffering. Yeah, I mean,
be able to increase my grasp.
We're playing a game based off of fucking Greek mythology, which I think is everybody's mutual point of interest when it comes to historical shit. But yeah, I mean, interest really will gauge whether or not you can interact with something. Because, like, telling me that I need to engage with something that is boring and I find no interest in is like 90 times harder than something that I do find interest in. It looks like we have literally exactly enough psyche to upgrade our grasp. So that's cool. We could get the Titan and Swift Runner. And the Huntress is usually pretty solid because we don't have a lot of means of re-accessing our magic mid-room. So I'm gonna get that one, which expands our Arcana board even further. Let's get that one. That one's important. I got 4 more energies worth. Dude, we're 9 short for Death Defiance. The only thing I could get would eat up 10 ash, and I'm not confident in us getting 20 ash our next run, so I'm gonna hold on to what we got.
The cards know. Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
But we did a thing.
There's something new here.
And now we have unlocked the Crescent Pick.
Reveal to me the bounties of the earth.
Which, one of the initial updates was you used to only be able to collect the resource type if you had the correct tool, but then they eventually rebalanced it so that you could still collect it, but you wouldn't collect as much. I don't know if that's still the case, or if they've retweaked that again. I still haven't run into any fucking nectar, which means no passive
there she
buffs.
is again at last. Being a shadowy denizen of the underworld comes with
Or
certain
trinket
perks,
buffs.
young one. Take, for instance, how, when you dash, nothing can touch you.
We are the unseen, at one with the darkness and the dead. I can evade anything, yes, but only for a moment, and even then, I can't prevail by dodging all night long.
It's a little bit of a jab at Hades 1 players, because dodge spamming was the meta in 90% of builds.
Yeah, I'd do it all the time if I was you. See the little trail when you dash? Once it snaps back, you're good to go again.
The shadow follows.
See, I didn't notice that when I first started playing, so I thought it was just like an after effect, but no, that is the timer for you to be able to re-dash. Because if I hit A, you know, I hit A 3-4 times and it's wasted. I wait for that to come back, and then I can dash again.
The Crossroads training grounds are watched over by fearless seafarer Skelemius, famed in death as he was famed in life.
We cannot fail with such a genius on our side.
Nope.
Also, Skelly, really selling his cover story, his gaslighting cover story was, it's a really funny way to go.
There's some more silver I can use.
Okay, so that's at least one upgrade that we can do next death.
When first I heard our last best hope for stopping Kronos was the second born of Hades and his queen, I said, wait, ooh, so then they had a girl. The Titan must have struck your father's house.
Persephone. Persephone was the name I was forgetting. So Hades, Persephone, and, not Persephone. Yes, Persephone. I was confusing with Eurydice. Persephone. And Zagreus, who in this mythos is also Hades' son, even though Zagreus is a minor god attributed to Zeus sometimes. It's weird. After you hit foes with a weapon, a spirit bubble will appear. It restores 20 when you touch it. Expires when used or after 30 seconds. Huh. Even if it's only 10% of the time, that's pretty good.
The ocean's fury.
See? Spirit bubble. It, you know, it is, and it also means, like,
out of my
Deathbringer,
sight.
which is fun. The Greco-Roman myths are a time. Also, Autumn, if you haven't read it, I'm a big fan of a particular webcomic called Lore Olympus, which I started reading around the time that Hades came out. Whether or not either of those has more influence over my enjoyment of the other, I don't know. But it's very good, and I would heavily recommend it, especially if you like the color scheme of this game. Because it's not the most similar, but it is a strong
It's no use.
color aesthetic in Lore Olympus. That's Lore Olympus. You can find it on Webtoon, even though I don't like endorsing Webtoon. Ooh. Cast also immediately hit foes in front of you with a powerful splash. Dude, this fucking buff. The C-Star is crazy when it's so the higher rarity something is, like the white border is the common rarity. It then goes to rare, epic, and then legendary. The higher the rarity, legendary is usually its own unique boon, but common, rare, and epic are the scaling versions of the same boon. C-Star at epic or higher gives you the potential to double or triple up on the same buff. And it's not going to be the same buff, but it's like, oh hey, I went in to this space and I got a like a Hestia boon. And then C-Star gives you the chance that once you take that Hestia boon, it will clone into a second Hestia boon. And I don't know if that's still the case, but there is a chance for it to proc multiple times on the same fucking set. And there was a run where, like, it was the second to final room, and C-Star procced like 2 or 3 times, and fucking like got me the things that made the difference for allowing me to progress past the 3rd stage boss, where I probably wouldn't have otherwise. However, it is also only 20% of the time, and we are very limited. Although Title Ring's not particularly amazing, there's a chance in hell this will pay off. So we'll go with C-Star, because it's fucking crazy. Try to forget that app exists. Yeah, 90% of what's on there is trash. But there are good series, too. Like anything that's gotten a Crunchyroll original anime release, sick. Only our 3rd run, we're already running an Artemis. It's fucking awesome. I am taking way too many hits, even with that health upgrade.
Beat me to it. Nice shot.
So Artemis used to be like a regular boon deity, but now she is a
Good evening.
sidelog companion, which I think only a couple of. Speaking of anime, I need to watch Apothecary Diaries. Been like a month, dude. I got like
Look at you on
I
your
got like
great
8 episodes
hunt.
into Apothecary Diaries
Your
in like one
circumstances,
night, and I
but
haven't
your
gone
family
back to it.
begun. Know that the family
But I
has your
really
back.
want to. Like
Surprised
it's
if they know
solid.
about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis.
Also,
But
the power
time's off.
of
Time's against us
like
and all
the
that.
slight difference in Happy Millinoe, because the smile is genuine and good.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods.
Also,
to sense the
Artemis's
plot of his
redesign
ray.
is much
Go
more.
get him.
It's weird to say it's much more approachable, but her character, obviously matching the goddess, was like the standoffish, like don't mess with me kind of person. Now it is a little more bubbly, I guess. Bubbly is the wrong word, but it's the closest to correct. Ooh. This is usually pretty good. Okay. With the cast. Okay, if it was with the special, that would be different. I think First Blood is probably the best investment.
Go find your mark.
Good hunting.
So now she shows up a little bit like Thanatos did in the first Hades, where he would come up and assist you, and you'd get a reward if you beat his race to kill more enemies. Artemis is a little more just generally cooperative, but I like that they put in, especially this early, a couple of side characters that you know, make a difference in your run, like directly. I haven't run. Okay, another gold room. So I guess we're gonna go for Charon if he shows up, and then Brandon, you'll get your chance to see the new art.
Ensnared.
Really am not a fan of the Wraith enemy. At least I think that's what they're called. They are screamy ghosts, so Wraith would make sense. Shall you rewatch Soul Eater? Rewatching Soul Eater is usually a good idea. It's hard to argue against it. Aside from the anime only ending that increases its pace of 5 billion% for no fucking reason. You know, I never actually went back to finish the Soul Eater manga, if it ever did finish. I should do that. I did watch Soul Eater Not. Soul Eater Not's good. It's a very different vibe, but it's good. If you want your fucking... that's a tough... So the little skull indicates the mid-boss room, and the boon is usually better as a result, but then we could just go here. But it's probably not the final room. The ending is terrible. Yeah.
That gloom.
Oh yeah, the second mid-boss. Cool. This one's tough. Because there's this secondary bullshit of like these creepy crawler fucking attacks that come from enemies outside of the main fight, and then the main big mid-boss can do damage to you while you're not paying attention. But you kind of have to prioritize these fuckers. Oh, fuck. Yeah, his armor is way too buffed. Or I guess my damage is just really low, because I only have the one buff, and it does not result in damage increase. There we go.
Back to the dock with you.
Maybe Grandma will give us a good boon.
Conflict with Kronos for so long that we've begun to doubt that anything can meaningfully change. I wonder, Flower, can you truly rid us of this blight?
Yeah, I remember the first time I watched the ending to the Soul Eater anime. I was in fucking high school, and I was so perturbed by the pace increase in the last like 6, 7, 8 episodes. That I just burned through the last full-on 12 fucking episodes, and I did not go to sleep that night because I finished at like 4:30 a.m. and I had to be at class at like 7. So that was like, I guess that might be adding to how terrible I find that ending, but it was like so bad that I had to watch it. And then it actively damaged me the following day. It was a little fucked up. Okay, Frigid Sprint's really good, because it's free. Arctic Gale is also really good, because this buff stacks with whatever casting boon you have. So you can have Arctic Gale and Scorch cast at the same time, which is a little weird. I don't know if that's still the case. It was initially. So we still don't have a damage increasing buff. which is a problem. I found with Mob Psycho. I watched through the first season. I did not follow up for the second, and I had been told that I should.
Come, wastrels.
But I don't know. After Frieren and Delicious in Dungeon, like, it's weird when you watch and finish or because they're not done. Neither of them are done. They're both coming back. But when you finish like a really good season of anime, and you have that like, it's weird. Like you have that fucking post completion malaise. I was stuck in a wall there. That's not good. Where you don't really want to watch anything else for a little bit, and I just got murdered because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, watching both Dungeon Meshi and both Dungeon Meshi and Frieren, I was like, okay, these are both the best anime this year, and nothing else will top that. Although I keep hearing really good things about Dan. So I don't know. But also it's weird. I have to be in the right mood because I used to binge anime like a motherfucker. But I don't know if it's like it's not that I rarely have the time, it's that I rarely have the time and have the watching want at the same time.
Everything okay there, Mel?
Oh, yes, Dora. It's just I should have gone farther that time. I'll give more notes on your haunting later, alright?
Yeah, certain shows are more bingeable. Like, I think My Dress Up Darling was my favorite from, has it been 2 years now? But I feel like that show actually really benefited from me waiting week to week to watch it.
Invoke me?
Binged MHA and JJK, but I can't with AOT or Vinland. So I binged the first season of AOT when it first started, and then I never went back to it.
I found Artemis out there.
And I hear divisive things about the thing, so I'm like hesitant to go back and watch 4 seasons in a movie. You know?
Alas, not yet. However, those two.
And I also heard JJK crashed and burned, but like I don't know if like the journey up to that point was worth it.
Long-standing connection with them, if that is your concern.
OBS, there's no way I've dropped 191,000 frames. You're crazy.
My concern is their safety.
I don't know, I kind of like fell off on the end of the first season because the end of the first season really didn't feel like a season conclusion. And then when the second season came back, I just didn't.
No, we cannot. Hermes convinced me of that.
I've had these in my head for long enough.
Okay, we have enough for both.
I'm ready. O daughters of night, who can see all tomorrows, please help me avenge both our families' sorrows.
I said it for season 3, but I like the characters from the plot.
Nothing.
Still, I like the characters.
They didn't listen.
Yeah. I mean that'll happen. It really does tend to be more of a shonen problem.
Oskion Katoski.
So it shall be.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think the last thing I watched was aside from my binge for the first like 8 episodes of Apothecary Diaries, the last thing I watched was Kaiju number 8,
fight is just getting started.
which I watched after Anime Expo. I don't know, I've been in a weird headspace. Oh wait, no, I did watch a couple of anime. I watched
They don't take pity
like
on
UFO
little
tables,
tasks.
so yeah.
If anything, you'll make things even worse.
Maybe you just don't give your sisters enough credit. If they once aided my
I
brother,
don't know. I feel like
there has to be a
it
chance they'll
really
aid
also
us.
depends on the source
I
material.
have a stake in
Like
this
I
too.
keep telling people that to never watch. There are two anime that I will never ever recommend. I will actively oppose if people say, "Oh, hey, I'm potentially really into reading or watching this. What to do?" And that is the fucking Rosario Vampires anime is like a hit piece for the manga. It is just like the most destructive thing you could do for the reputation of a series, because they completely ignored the plot after the like 4th episode, and they just made it, oh, we're gonna do a school harem the whole time because it's easy and it will sell and it will be money, and it wasn't, because it sucked. But the manga is sick and it goes places. Like literally they had to separate the cores because of rights shit. So first season of Rosario Vampires manga is fine, but the second season of Rosario Vampires manga is fucking amazing, and it will never get a proper anime adaptation. I also think that Gleipnir is an amazing manga, and it's not done yet. And most of what I've read has been kind of a shit translation, but the plot goes places. But the anime was a hit piece because the production team knew that they were not going to get renewed for a second core, much less a full season. So they brought in a plot out of order that like there was no context, and it was so fucking confusing at the end because they were bringing in information you shouldn't have known, and a plot point that meant nothing because you don't have the context to make it work.
What, you mean their family?
So yeah, I would always recommend the manga over the anime for those two.
Too busy messing with everybody's lives.
Demon Slayer anime was like so pretty, but the plot was kind of weird. Yeah, I Demon Slayer didn't hit for me the way it did for other people. I watched the first season and I'm like, this is like a 7.
You mustn't speak of them that way.
And I mean, at the time it was like, okay, this is better than MHA, because I fell off of MHA hard like somewhere around mid second season. Because I saw one of the movies out of order. And then I had a conversation about it. I think Brandon was there for that, where I'm just like, MHA has no, and I know that the manga just ended, so I could probably confirm this, but I don't want to, because I don't care. Which is a little harsh, but like, well, I'm being real. MHA, by its basic narrative, never had any fucking conflict, because the entire story is a retrospective, which means that no matter how badly Deku fucks himself up, he will survive to the end because he's the one telling the story. And there are certain plot contrivances with All for One and One for All that are like, okay, his consciousness could probably, you know, it could be a passing of the torch lineage story, but fucking your baseline plot is, and here is the story of how I became the best hero. Have I seen the ending? No. And I'm gonna wait until everything's done in the manga, or the anime's done, and I'll, you know, tackle it all at once if I feel like it. But there's better shonen. There's better shonen to waste my time on.
May you have pleasant dreams.
I know that the general consensus is that he should have dated the big lizard girl, who I have no context of who she is, but she's cool, and I will always agree with the monster fucker ending over not. Okay, we did not get enough Ash last time, so again we will save up for Death Defiance because that changes the game.
The silver pool.
We have enough for the other weapon. Fuck. We also have enough for the tablet. Oh, but we have to pick. Alright, I'm getting the other one for the variety.
Lim and Oros.
Also, the Sister Blades are a little better in early game.
Now.
They encourage a more strategic back and forth.
I understand you ventured to the bottom of the sea. I too have been
Watch
there in
anime
those
half for fun,
steps,
half for
young
good.
one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of trash isekai. The anime that I had forgotten that I had watched because, God, they're so fucking mid, was The Unwanted Undead Adventurer, which is like, that show has potential to be good. It just needs like a 52 episode season with the pacing that it has. And I don't think it's getting a second core, much less 2 full fucking seasons.
Nah, it was way more glorious.
What the fuck was the other one?
Need to recharge.
I forget the name of it, but it was the isekai where the kid's like special power was with the fact that he was the only one who could inflict status ailments. So he just kills everything with poison and paralyze and blindness. And it's like a weird Kirito-esque fucking revenge plot against the goddess that summoned them to the isekai.
I'll get through all that game somehow.
Let us continue.
I was waiting for that show to shit the bed, and it never did. So if it gets a proper second season, maybe. The animation's questionable at the best of times, and it also has really kind of, for no reason, shitty 3D transitions. But otherwise, it's pretty okay.
She's deviated from her path.
Another good character design.
The Eye of Night. I draw you down. Lend me your might.
Good evening to you, little star. Our cycles now are intertwined, as I no longer can afford merely to watch.
It's Celine.
Whichever threat we face,
Or Celine, depending on what your pronunciation preference is.
your choice.
She gives us supers. She is the best. Oh man. I wonder... Twilight Curse. No, that sucks. Lunar Ray is the baseline. Phase Shift. Phase Shift's interesting, but the cost is really high.
Lunar Ray.
So, the super, the ult, is based off of how much magic we spent in the fight. Can you tell it's an ult? Fuck.
You fought beautifully.
Everyone's pretty. Welcome to the fucking... Welcome to the Hades problem. There was a meme that came out the day that Hades 2 was announced, and it was a picture of Zagreus from the first game and Melanoe, and it was like, fucking watch out bisexuals, it's bisexuals' turn this time. Everyone in this game is fucking pretty. That's an understatement. Fucking character design. Fucking peak. But yeah, I like the Sister Blades because its charge is a teleport and slash. And I think there might be upgrades for it that give you backstab damage, but backstab damage was a really big part of Hades 1. You know, I think I have that meme. I'll post it in the Discord later, because it's funny. But yeah, that's, fucking heavily armored enemies is where the Sister Blades become a little scuffed. Although it looks like they changed the special, because... Yeah, okay, so the baseline dagger attack looks like it's a throw and return. It used to just be a single knife toss, like the charge special is. It used to be the baseline was just one of those. But now it's a little bit different, and that is cool. I appreciate that update, because that's way better. Because that's 2 hits. It's like a boomerang.
The river Cocytus winds through.
Hooray, reading finished. Good job.
The wailing souls within its languid waters, all denied their eternal rest.
Reminds me of home.
I should probably get a boon at this point. Oh yeah, Seleni's top tier design. Dude, it is a game of 11 on 10 character designs. I don't know what else to say. everyone is amazing. And it, like, if you play the first game, the thematic changes from the returning and recurring characters. Why was that hard to say? The shifts in design, like Aphrodite's, it shows a whole unspoken character progression. Like Demeter looks fucking like full-on battle armor, where before she was this like Grace and Barley fucking ice queen.
I'll try to understand.
Yeah, if everything's basic, just the buff on our attack is probably best. Ooh, okay. So, there's also side characters within the maps. In the first level, it's Arachne. Yes, that Arachne.
Spinning goes the thread. Oh, what are you doing here? Besides tramping all over my webs, that is. Oh, it's nothing silly. I can always make more perfectly good silk. I can't always see you.
Hi, Arachne. Sorry about all this. I think we'll soon be seeing more of one another now. My task has begun.
Truly. Why then, I'll get out of your hair. You have to go. But first, you have to try on one of these. And don't worry about any wear and tear. I've plenty more in stock.
Arachne's cool. Her buffs are awesome. They are armor outfits. So as long as you maintain the armor, i.e. don't get hit a bunch like a dumbass, you get the buff. So the lavender dress makes you channel 40% faster. The emerald dress also has more armor, and you restore 2 more HP every time you go from one room to another. And the azure dress, which right now is busted, restores 5 fucking mana every second. Or magic. We're gonna go with that one.
Like it?
It also changes Melanoi's design a little bit.
You truly look lovely.
But she's cute. And occasionally there will be collectibles, not collectibles, but resources. We do not have enough gold for Charon, so we go on to Aphrodite.
A root stalker.
This is one of the bosses where it's like you really see the difference in damage potential with one style of fighting over the other. Like, this is compared to the staff where dodging was so required. I'm just gonna use my ult because I can. The teleport here is super busted by comparison. Although I'm playing badly because brain.
So you're the star student of Great Hecate. A little birdie told me she'd been training up a real prodigy. Imagine my surprise.
Yeah, I got a fucking I got an Adobe fucking assignment I gotta do by tomorrow, but it's just enough time to be annoying, but not enough time for me to like harness my anxiety to actually get it done. But we're not thinking about stressful shit right now. Also, Aphrodite's design fucking sick. Rapture Ring is, I think that's been changed. That's really good. Although Glamour Gain, fuck. We can get really stupid with how much fucking magic we're using. Readjust a little bit. Deal more damage when you have 80. I mean, that's good for us now, but will become useless if we get hit twice. I'm gonna go with Rapture Ring because more damage on the cast is always a good thing. Big damage. Big damage. Oh, let's just be stupid and in mid-fight harness the resources in case we die. But yeah, the teleport on the Sister Blades is fucking awesome. It is a core aspect of this weapon. Because you can like back up, charge, and then unleash for, your Omega attack, and it's just like, yeah, fuck it. Works. And the simultaneous ability to move while you charge, which I don't think you have with the staff, is it is a game changer. Because you can, like, those slight reposition is enough between taking 5 hits and 1. There we go.
Always need bones, just not precisely now.
Although I gotta be more careful about getting hits because I will lose my regen buff if I take like 2 or 3 more. Our shit's not good enough for the palm, so more magic. But yeah, I really like the Sister Blade's Omega attack for fighting Hecate, because that teleport is a very different battle when you have that option. I hate having to dash out of the super, but it's the difference between that and getting hit.
Rest now, all of you.
I don't remember how many bones we got. What is the patch? There we go. Oh yeah, we totally have enough bones to do the ritual, but yeah. Spirit's more important. This is a very small room for how many enemies I'm fighting. Yeah, that change to the knife throw is super, super good.
Splinter in form.
Oh god, even a single use of the special will kill these guys. Oof, okay. Damn it. Oh man, we're one hit away from losing our fucking regen. We got to be careful about that. Oh, dude, this is the worst choice. If we go into the Charon shop, we might be able to... Oh, you're gonna crash on him? Alright. Have a good night. Fucking... Hopefully we have a good news to return to tomorrow. But I appreciate you hanging out. This is always the shittiest choice, because it's like, fuck man, do I go for the potential thing or do I go for the thing I know will be good? But since I said we would go back to the Charon shop to show the design,
Protect you, my lord.
so we can save our armor a little bit there. So that was good. That was the gamble. So Brandon, here's Charon's new art. Take a good look at him, because he cool. I really like how they integrated the aspect of him like dissolving the gold that has the time symbol. I'm gonna rest stream. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate you dropping by. Right? Right? It's a sick fucking design. I don't know if it's the
Yes,
final
Lord.
design,
I
but
let
it's
Apollo,
solid.
Grandmother.
Oh shit.
This one, please.
Trusty Charon reached you after all, and just in time to face the gravest threats along your path. So may my blessing bring you victory.
I really like that Aphrodite's kind of serving both her and Ares's deal. Like, she's serving both roles. Because she's more warlike, because all of Olympus has to become more warlike. They're at war. Let's see. Secret Crush is really good. It's really good. Can't take that. And I don't have enough gold to buff the difference, so we'll make it work.
I can do this.
Greetings, witch. A flash of silver, Lim and Oros. So, the sister blades have veiled themselves, do you? The other nocturnal arms shall follow their lead, I expect.
Nyx entrusted them to you to safeguard the realm as a last resort. But this cannot possibly be how they were meant to be used.
And why ever not? To safeguard the realm, you shall have to clear a wide variety of obstacles standing in your way. I am but one. Crossed flames burn.
So I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to lose my recharge like too soon. But this fight is so different with the fucking Omega attack on the blades. Fuck. Wait a minute, was that her? That was her. Fuck, I almost ran right into that.
Look now upon the moon. Night bloom.
Dude, the fucking update to the special is so good. Because before, like, the single hit was such crap that I would never use it, but...
Beware.
Fuck. You can dodge it. You can if you're fucking skilled enough, which I'm not.
My silk.
Oh no, my recharge. Shit. Unsheep Millenoi. Break polymorph.
Selene tests your will.
See, like, I even jump right into the ring and then dodge out, and then jump right back in. It's the best.
Satisfactory. Impressive show of force. Hold nothing back as you continue on. Return to Shadow now.
I passed the test. Cinder. Is that?
A word, if you please.
Ah. On run 3, 4?
Pray, who might you be, my girl? And what compelled you to wander in and out of Erebus?
You can only, like, see a little bit of the design, but I really like Cronus's fucking
I'm not your girl,
silhouette.
old man. My name and business are not your concern.
So it seems.
Oh, also, chat, minor spoilers, I've played 47 hours of this game prior to the new update, so I will talk casually about shit. It's weird. Spoilers with an early access game is a weird deal. Like, this is new, the fucking transition from zone to zone. I really like the update. With a little cutesy Milanoe chess piece. Oceanus.
Within the sopping, blackest pits of Oceanus reside horrors that the greatest mortal or immortal poets.
We're on the River Oceanus in my D&D campaign right now. It's problematic. Also, these little bastards, so much easier to deal with the fucking, with Liminoros than, the staff. Also, Frost on attack, even with, like, the most basic rarity, is still a really good buff. Fuck.
Some limestone.
I also really like the like risk-reward system that Oceanus has, where additional paths will be locked. Do you want to fight more enemies? And the answer should usually be no. But sometimes you gotta risk it for biscuit, and those are not the biscuits that I want to risk it for.
Couldn't do it.
Shit, I have run out of recharge. I have to be more careful. I don't need health, though. Also, more dead enemies means more money, so... Risk-reward systems, they're great.
Clear.
We need more ash. Since we're not getting our goddamn... but we're not getting the boon, we may as well get the thing that we need. Because I need 24 Death Defiance. And I need Death Defiance if we're going to get past the second boss. That's just how it be. And I know what you're thinking, fucking purely skill issue, but this game is difficult. Okay, let's see who else might have some art.
Wow. I mean, come on, just... Oh.
There.
I straight up don't know who does not have new art.
Yeah.
There's no character design for him. Maybe there's...
Would you look at that? Another would-be suitor journeyed far and
placeholder
wide,
art
just in case
for...
about me. Not that I blame.
You have the wrong idea.
Fucking
I'm not seeking a
Narcissus.
mate. I don't even know who you are.
What? I'm Narcissus, dummy. The Narcissus.
Somebody made a post where they're like, it would be really funny if Supergiant just left the placeholder art for Narcissus going into 1.0, because who cares what he looks like? He's obsessed with himself because of his looks, and you don't get that. And I agree that it's funny, but also I want good art. Man, so this is really tempting. We're really early on because it's a new save. So silver would be fucking awesome. The ash would be fucking awesome. But the health would help with this run. Precious metals it is.
Now you may go.
I might regret that.
Thanks. Thank you.
I still haven't run into a single fucking nectar bottle. Wow, those guys are beefy for health. What the fuck? Oh man, I have a blister in the middle of the pad of my thumb, and that's not helping. right now in this excursion.
Cooked fish.
It's the little things, chat. Max life up, okay. So, not doing too terribly. We do have a decent amount of money, but I think this is not the last room, so let's go for Apollo.
Why are you glaring at me like that, little one?
It's the super rat from Hades 1!
Have I offended in some way?
Fuck, okay, there are way too many of these fucking bastards. Fucking rat is simultaneously the biggest pain in the ass and also not that bad, honestly. Killed him with the environment shit. Very good, very good.
Terrifying.
When Artemis first told me your tale, I figured it was just one of her pranks. Taking on the Titan yourself, come
Chat,
on.
do you think Apollo is a god worth
Sound
worshipping?
Like something a vengeful child of Hades
God,
might
that joke is for no one. Lucid Gain. If you stand in your casts when they expire, immediately restore 75. Fuck. Extra dose is really strong on this build.
Not moonlight, that's for sure.
Fuck it.
As surface vermin flee from sinking vessels, so have underworld vermin sought darker reaches of their realm in the tumult of the times.
It's hard to be a rodent.
I appreciate that the narrator is back and is just as good. Oh hey, my most hated enemy in this zone. Short of the boss. And mid-boss. Because the enemy that just denies you your big hit for no fucking discernible rhyme or reason. Not fun time. Although they're not anywhere near as bad as the Elysian spirits from fucking Hades 1. That shot was a little bullshit. I will admit.
Damn it. Almost finished.
We took way too many hits there. That was not the best.
Worth it to unseal another path.
Yeah, more magic, probably. Probably the best idea. That's the one downside of using the blades, is that committing to their 3-hit is sometimes going to get you way more damage on your end than the enemies. Sometimes we just gotta lame it out, chat. Sometimes playing it safe is how we get to bigger and better things. This might be the last room, so yeah. Heals.
Vitality.
Hestia.
Where in those bloody depths are you, dearie? Underneath the sea? It's hard to get a blaze a roaring when there's water all about, but if you can handle the pressure down there, I can bring the heat.
I love Hestia. Hestia's great. Warmth gain is really good right now. And we may as well get the partial palm. I'm looking towards the clock, chat. Fucking, we are less than an hour away from my becoming ancient and made of dust.
You ready for another show, lady? We've been rehearsing our material, practicing non-stop, because one day, I'm gonna be a star. Oh, me and the gals.
What do your musical ambitions have to do with unprovoked acts of violence against me?
She's just heckling us gals. Ignore her and take it from the top. 2, 3, 4! We are Skilla and the Sirens!
Ouch. I just took 2 hits for no fucking reason. I will admit, this is the boss that I like using the blades the least with. I love how one of the bosses can just tank our ult like it's nothing. I'm really glad that that doesn't do damage. That one does, though. The spacing is really important on that. You see what I mean with, like, Herschel making that fucking attack pointless? I feel like damage wasn't being counted there. That was a little bullshit. The new special is actually really good. The 2-hit. It doesn't always work, but like with proper spacing, I think we might be able to get it to work. Maybe not. I need to do like 2% damage to get into phase 2 and have the other 2 pop up. Should not even move, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Featured artist Scylla. I disagree with the pronunciation, but I can be wrong, it's fine. That was avoidable. That was also very avoidable, and I just tanked it for no fucking reason. The jump in, jump out fucking attack is honestly really annoying. I think I might have taken the guitar out by accident. Oh man, having them that close is really... it's not great. That was bad pacing. That was bad footsies on my end. Okay. We're still early. Still very early. Ooh.
Princess of the Underworld. I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the 3 fates. So your sisters heard me after all?
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell. It's been an honor.
Wait.
Offering received the fated list. The fated list of minor prophecies.
He's gone. I just met Doom Incarnate, Phrynos. Not sure I should be excited about that. The Titan has your family in his thrall, or worse. What has he done with them?
And why am I hitting all I expect right now? Spectrum. The game will not release the cursor. Okay, fuck it.
Hey. Ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
Yep.
Hail, Spirit.
Who summons me?
I love the Dora switches between things, but yeah, salute.
Is that?
The fated list of minor prophecies.
This is from the three fates. Prophecy fulfilled.
The daughter of the god of the dead shall use the silver pool to unlock the blades called Lim and Oros. The
Another prophecy fulfilled.
Shall some evening descend to the lowest reaches of the underworld and prevail in battle there. The daughter of the god of the dead shall reconnect with her closest comrades on Olympus, allies of the unseen, who's guarded her secret from the rest of the family. Mindful Craft. The daughter of the god of the dead shall increase her grasp to 14. At her altar, she shall discover how after unlocking more arcana, if not sooner. The daughter of the god of the dead shall possess each of the reagent gathering tools revealed in the silver pool. Blarg. Alright.
There you are. The fates indulged you after all. That is their scroll beside your tent. It followed you out of the shadows. Perhaps it can provide some answers.
Would that it does. The fated list has tasked me with ensuring certain minor prophecies are fulfilled, though says little else as yet.
May it reward your efforts at least. But do not expect the fates to always favor you. The bane of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
We'll have to take our chances. As we improve ourselves, so does our craft. Great tree of life, please listen to my thoughts. So mote it be.
Such sorcery.
Nightshade seeds.
And we're gonna summon the merchant.
Let's begin. By blood and darkness, let my will be done.
Blood and darkness.
Broker, welcome to the crossroads.
Okay, let's see what's next on the list. After encounters. Did I not already? Oh no, these are all the ones I've already done. So no new concoctions just yet. Must progress. Hello.
Hail, Broker.
How many ashes do I have?
Take care then.
I have 28. I'm good on ashes, actually.
After ever-scheming Kronos claimed the House of Hades, shades of the dead residing there, all scattered to the ends of the earth.
You shades are welcome here and safe.
Brrr. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have more ashes. And the faded fabric stuff's it's gonna wait.
Princess, can't believe sucking up to the fates actually worked. That big scroll over there, that's really from them.
Mm-hmm.
Personally delivered by Lord Moros, no less. He seemed a little pressed for time, so we didn't get to talk much. Are the two of you close?
Blue. Controller. That's odd. My controller is freaking the fuck out. And let's put that battery back in. Might need to get new batteries. I think these battery packs are reaching their limits.
We're children of Nyx. None of us are close. But we crossed paths. When certain mortals get what they deserve, it involves us both.
God, Nemesis's design is so good.
I can only imagine.
Okay.
Goddess.
The game will not let me flirt with the goth mommy for very long.
Goddess, latest reports said you encountered the King Vermin. Don't care if you're immortal. I'm relieved you made it back in one piece.
It can't be. I did confront a rodent of extraordinary savagery, but it was so little. I assumed the King Vermin was huge.
Tall tales. The King Vermin's wrath is inversely proportional to its stature, and its stature, as I understand, is very small indeed.
Ugh. Moonlight, guide us.
Aye, that.
We have one nightshade seed.
Plenty of room to grow.
Grow and thrive.
You must be nice to the plants for them to grow properly. We have no other seeds.
The darkly splendorous Malinoe attends a certain thicket of the crossroads whenever she requires time to think and plan.
Time is against us. You look comfortable.
And pet Doggo, because Doggo is still here.
You two, please keep an eye on things while I'm away.
I wish I could pet the ferret. Or the what do they call it? A pole rat? Or pole cat?
Must be an incantation that can help. The fates would have me do their bidding.
Okay, I need to increase Arcana to its next step. I think that's the most achievable one.
What say the cards this eve?
I'm 5 short, and I just burned all my bones on fucking Ash. But we are going to
Eternity.
Embrace eternity. We could also get Swift Runner, but we don't have the room for it. May as well.
The Swift Runner.
Grasp limit reached. New Arcana cards require more grasp than you have available, so it cannot be activated yet. You may use the gauge in the top right corner to extend your grasp or deactivate other cards. Okay.
I lack the grasp for this.
That's fine. 5 more psychic. God damn it. I wish it would give me some fucking nectar. I would love to have any of the trinkets active.
Arms of night.
I have just enough for the axe. Chat. The axe is my favorite.
All right.
Of my 70 knights, I want to say 30 of them were with the axe.
Bear it with honor. So you have reached the limits of your grasp of the Arcana. Happens to everyone. Just need some more of that psyche, and soon you'll be grasping for more of them cards you got.
My connection to the dead. My connection to the past. And the altar is the conduit. Commander, are you able to draw from the Arcana yourself?
Well, used to be I could draw pretty good, but maybe not as good as the pictures on those cards.
You draw pictures, sir? Death to Kronos, Commander.
Yeah, kill him.
Okay, but as you can see, Chatos, the fucking axe is so hefty. It's so good. It's very, very good. Also, its special is amazing. It is a big fucking...
Can't do it.
So it's different. They changed the axe. They changed my favorite thing.
I rise again.
So, the axe has the spin to win, which is its charge. And I believe... So it used to be that holding down Y, even for a little bit, would generate a shield. I don't know if that's active still. I do see a little bit of a blue glow, but I don't think it's a full Aegis. It's a good question, actually.
Continue.
Hold Y for stronger effect. Did they take the shield away from the axe? That would be tragic. It would be the way to balance it, because it was the most fucking broken thing ever. It was the big hits, and then, like, a single frame response shield. It was there was the best weapon. There was no doubt.
The gods must have his hands full recently. In the name of Hades, Olympus,
I still like the big
accept
hefty
this
though.
message.
So
Ah, young lady, so we meet at last. Emerged from all that gloom to help us settle an old score.
I will say that I'm not as big a fan of Zeus's redesign as his original design, but it is still very good, and it is keeping more within the general theme of the updated portraits. So Blitz is interesting because Zeus's fucking his boon schema has been completely altered. He's now more about building Blitz as a curse. So Blitz, if you build Blitz, because there's a couple of effects, you have to do a certain amount of damage to an enemy. Now, with the baseline, it looks like the enemy takes 80 Blitz damage after they have taken 120 damage. A lot of enemies, especially on the first floor, don't have that much HP. The lightning bolts are interesting, but it's a good way to burn through all of your magic by running into a crowd. Each encounter, an Aether font appears in the area and restores all magic when used. I think that's probably our best bet.
Lord Hunkle's Titan killing strength.
Especially since we can burn through our MP pretty quick. And that's a single-use thing. Okay. That's interesting. I think that's different. I think that's new.
Endless pathways and suffocating Erebus lead to dead ends, and very scarce are those who can navigate them.
Okay, chat. I am going to take a bio break. I will be right back. And we'll be slightly closer to the countdown to 30. Fuck. Alright, see you in a minute. Hello, chat. I have returned. Oh man, we are drastically approaching a cosmologically insignificant point in time. Also, all that election shit's going on, so that's a mess. Hello? I don't know what is going on with this fucking thing. Maybe the wireless needs to be a little bit closer. Is the cord? Brr. Okay. I mean, it used to be from across the fucking room, so my controller should be fine. Half a foot away. Though it did just accidentally hit that button, so hopefully. Do I have to resync my fucking... Okay, there we go. There we go, chat. We are back on the ball. But yes, we have the axe, and it's only run like 5. It's pretty good. Okay, we only have 10 seconds to actually use that fucking thing, so... it's so heavy, it's so good. Does so much damage. Also, the spin to win is just very satisfying. Wow, he just whiffed that. Holy shit. I gave him an opening, too. And we have enough to go and do the thing. Okay. I'm actually thinking more coin. Oh, shit. Let me actually go back to the screen. Stream. Blarg. Game. It's as much on me as it is on y'all. Okay. But the axe is very satisfying. But also the fact that it lets you dash between segments of that combo is real keen. Real good. Yeah, the font of magic is actually not as good as I was hoping it would be. We have enough for our next grasp upgrade, so... Oh, God. I hate those enemies.
Not now.
Oh wow, it's just like an uppercut now. If you can't do the follow through, the fucking wavestone go. I mean, it was like that before, but you used to be able to use the shield without a problem. The fact that that costs 30 makes it really difficult to test. Because I don't know if the shield's still there. I don't think the Aegis is part of it anymore. I could look at the patch notes, but that would require me to not be playing the game. Which, I would rather be playing the game and find out firsthand. I think you guys would also rather that as well. Okay, like it's a fun little interrupt. And it does a fair amount of damage. Although that was mostly the environmental. Ow.
Can't do it.
There we go. Like, that was a good use of it. Do you see the power of the axe, chat?
In the name of Hades.
It's very good. I like it a lot. Your strikes emit chain lightning, but prime 50. Fuck. I won't even be able to use my fucking... I won't even be able to use my special, or at least my Omega special. Fuck it. Big damage.
I'm used to that.
Big damage.
Those shadows.
See, these fuckers are sneaky. They don't even spawn in until after you would normally have run forward. this guy's tough because he also hits big and his windup is faster than ours. Which is crazy. And has a way bigger AoE. Yeah, we should not have tanked that. That was a bad idea. That was more than half of our health.
Such rage must have felt.
This family's not so good at letting go, is it? After eons of prosperity, all that we've built together threatens to come crashing down, all because of a little bad blood.
Reuse the heartthrob, an explosive projectile that revolves around you. Expires after 20 seconds. That's a long time. That would be good if we had more magic to use. Fuck it.
That's a feeling there.
We literally don't have enough magic to be able to fucking use it, but maybe we'll find some. Maybe this will be a round 2 or a floor 2 build. I mean, it's not entirely impossible. Later game, after you get a little more than 0 unlocks.
Count right now.
It really is a difference with Hades 2 compared to Hades 1, where my controller is wigging out. That is. Hello? Hello? I'm wondering if the battery's faulty. It's not, it was on, it was just the communication was fucking breaking. What is going on with this fucking thing? I swear to God, Jed, if I have to fucking buy a wired controller. Okay. That one's okay. We'll charge that one in the meantime. I might need to get some new bataroos. Oh yeah, literally can't do that. That is compared to Hades 1. I find that Hades 2, you are kind of, at least in my experience so far, from, I think I stopped playing around patch 3. You are trying to coalesce a functional build well into the 3rd layer. And sometimes it just never comes together. Certain Apollo bits could be really good with this. The 1, 2, 3 on this is really fucking satisfying, and the amount of time the shockwave takes is sometimes really fucked up, but usually benefits you. I like the little uppercut. It's a quick response to a normally fucking... Oh, it really actually works well with our static ability. That's crazy. I'm gonna take that into consideration. Oh, right. I primed all of my magic. I keep forgetting. I'm also really low on health. This might be an early one. But yeah, you're really kind of scrambling to get a build to maintain, like, well into the 3rd layer, where in Hades 1, like, if you didn't have your shit together by the end of the 2nd layer, you were kind of fucked. Or you would definitely have something to work with. I really actually do like the Apollo boons because they can increase your... If you get a good mix, they can increase the size of your effects like fucking crazy. I think the Daze sprint is actually really good because it doesn't actually use magic. And it's probably, and while it's, you know, not a lot, it's probably our best bet right now.
Good.
We needed more bones. But we also need more of this. but we need more bones. Jesus. The response on that's a little fucked up. The static thing affecting the multi-hit on the new special is actually really interesting and is endearing it to me. Very effective. And it's a good balancing act because the regular attack is so beefy and so slow that it's a good response. It's not as good as the shield, but it needed balancing. Like, if I'm looking at this from a game design perspective, there was no reason not to pick the axe. Nothing else matched its DPS, and nothing else matched its fucking, its overall, like, all context functionality, because the shield was so good, and it was like a single frame difference between press button, you have shield, you're covered. You could maintain that thing for, like, ever. Let's see what we can do with the axe. I know the health would be a better idea.
Come, caskets.
Get fucked. Get shit on, nerd. God, that swing is so good. I like the big axe attack shot. What can I say? Oh, dude. Multi-hit on that new special, doing extra damage to armor is really good, actually. Although, Seething Marauder... Your attacks also deal 6 damage to surrounding foes for each and every strike. Is that, like, concurrent and build up? Oh, like, we just straight up can't take Executioner's Chop. We can't. I'm gonna go for the Shredder.
Further refined.
Oh, dude, that is such an unfair fucking... Like, get an ult or get enough fucking magic to be able to cast the ult. That's fucked. But we have to. We cannot continue with only one fucking Omega attack's worth. Not an option. We really should have taken the extra health. Oh, dude. Alright, that melts through armor. That was worth it. That was worth the pick.
It's no use.
Okay, this gives us 2 attacks. I'm looking at the clock. We got 4 minutes, man. 4 minutes until I turn into a bag of bones and dust.
Greater focus.
Okay. Yeah, we need something to balance this out.
Whole underworld boatman yet eludes the grasp of Kronos, does he? Turn.
Very unfair. Very unfair. Come on, man. Have to. We have primed 80 fucking of our magic. We have 50 that we can use. That is 2 spin to wins. For the entirety of the boss fight.
I met one of your brothers, Lord Charon. It was Moros. He delivered to me a certain artifact, but then was gone. Do you know of the fated list?
I also really like the dynamic shift with Melinoe. How she can understand Charon.
It's been in my family's care before.
Where Zagreus very obviously couldn't.
Where could he have gone in all of this?
It creates a very, it is much more, there's a lot more depth to this dynamic. I like it.
Here goes.
There you are.
There's also a bit, I don't know if it's still in, but there's a bit later on where another character comments about how, what the fuck do you mean you can understand what he's saying? And it's like, what, you can't?
It brings me no pleasure.
It's very good.
My injuries are teachings, Headmistress. I could have been more careful getting here. Now I face the consequence.
Let's see if I can win this fight before my birthday, chat.
Correct. Stand tall and fight me then. Use well your last remaining strength. Now the crossed
Fuck. Just immediately eat one hit of the 2 hits I could have taken. Yeah, I'm not winning this fight.
Need to recharge.
Triple divide.
Well, there's the Death Defiance, so there's more than 0. Okay, the special section pretty good. I went for the restore when I didn't need it, and it resulted in a death at midnight. Holy shit. I couldn't have planned that better.
How long has it been?
What a good sequence to transition to.
2, 1.
Do you remember when we were younger, chat?
It is the
Melina
dead of
way
night
is remembering
within a
when she was
haunted,
younger.
barely moonlit thickets at the underworld's edge. There.
Ready or not, hence I go.
So Hypnos has been asleep since the incident.
I bid you farewell for now, Lord Hypnos. Where could she be?
She'd be Melina. Very precious.
The keen-eyed princess finds a set of tracks, suggesting that her foe trod through this dusty ground not very long before.
Shush, Homer. How shall I ever catch her if you're going to describe my...
Also, I really appreciate them acknowledging that the fucking narrator is Homer. You know.
I've no idea to whom you refer, to whom the Princess of the Dead refers, as she continues on her fateful search.
Quit teasing me and help me look.
You'll find her yet.
Odysseus, have you seen Hecate about?
Not in a little while, little goddess. Though I'd expect that pointy hat of hers to give her away.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Well, she's got to be around here somewhere, little goddess.
There. Got you, Hecate. You're dead.
Got me, you did, Melinoe. But I dare say I can escape your clutches yet.
Hey! Can't hide from me. Over there. There you are. Got you again.
Ah, so persistent. Give up already, witch. For I'm a titaness. You cannot vanquish me.
I can and shall. Hi, Shades. Is Hecate about? Huh. Not seen her, huh?
Melinoe.
Aha. I got you. Hecate? What's the matter?
It's merely that I've not heard your laughter before. Reminded me of your mother. A much preferable sound to that of grief.
I promise not to cry again. I still get sad sometimes, but not as much.
Do not make promises you cannot keep. When tears well up, let them spill forth. They're not so precious that they need be contained.
But you never cry, Hecate. And I wish to become strong like you, so that I might find Kronos and destroy him for what he's done. And then you could hear my mother's laugh again.
And I shall do everything in my power to prepare you, so that you may succeed where I failed.
What do you mean you failed? You tried to beat Kronos yourself? He hurt you?
Concern yourself with your own pain, not mine. Destroying Kronos shall not change the past, and the pain shall linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. But enough of this. On the morrow, we shall teach you to hunt greater prey.
Truly? Death to Kronos. All my life I've prepared, and I'm nowhere near ready, am I?
Come forth.
Dora, don't you pay any attention to what's been happening out there? The rise of the Titan of Time, the siege of Olympus?
Nope. Can't say any of that rings a bell. Olympus, that's where the family members you don't like live, right? And the Titan of Time, I get that he's bad, but he's never done anything to me personally, as far as I know, so.
Also, it's completely out of left field, but I remembered a little factoid. Pandora. If you look towards her outline, both in her arm and on her head, I can actually use the fucking mouse for that.
This entire encampment exists to resist his efforts to overthrow the gods and rule the world.
Well then, maybe I should thank
If you look from the outline of her hair and her arm, it's the Pan flag. Luto narrative synchronicity in character design. It's important.
Oh, shush. Moonlight guide you.
And the sun bleach your bones.
Also, when it comes to character, fucking color schemes, you'll notice, both Milenoe, Selene, fucking Artemis, and, Hecate. Yeah. Their 4 colors are represented in the streamers here, and they each have a bangle, or some kind of aspect of their character design. It's supposed to represent the pact between them. It's something that it's like, it's subtle, and then you notice it, and then it's very good. Whoops.
Another a prophecy concerning doom. I have to find Lord Moros once again and call him
The
here.
reward is a bottle of nectar, so I wonder if we have to do that before it'll actually let us start making friends. Meet the hunters, meet the messenger. Oh, we need to go up for...
Death to Kronos. Where are you, headmistress?
But yeah, just like the other game, certain characters will be there sometimes, sometimes they won't be.
I think I know how I can do the bidding of the fates.
A progression design that has remained strong since its initial deal in,
seek something more from
what,
me.
Firelink Shrine? Sometimes characters are off doing their own shit. It's important. Cause random main weapon each night to have great thirst, granting bones after each location. So this is another one of the progression things that encourages you to change up what you're using, how you're using it, so that you can gain more, like even just a percentage more of those diminishing necessary resources.
This should help. Upon my birthright,
Then I don't think anything else needs
command
lime
the
right now.
dark to aid my task, and with me find my mark. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Doomed Beckoning requires Nightshade and Faded Fabric, which we will collect over time. Deathly Fortune. I think it just expands his inventory.
Name Sion. It is done.
We're getting so many incantations done, and Hecate's not even here to appreciate it yet. See, this is just like a convenience thing, but it's worth it. Let's invoke the elements. So the elemental synchronicity is something that it makes certain boons, like it unlocks different boons, and those boons will increase or start after you acquire a certain number of coordinating boons that follow the same elemental alignment. Sometimes it can get fucking busted. Oh wait, no, now we can start buying.
Light of moon, together let us shape reality. It is done. Broker, you've expanded your shop. Could make a lovely gift.
And let's remember the forget-me-nots.
So mote it be.
Oh, we foretold the prophecy. This might give us things we need. The daughter of the dead shall give 5 nectar to her comrades. Or no, we have new ones. Note to self, the daughter of the dead shall clear any 3 forget-me-nots after acquiring the resources being tracked. And the Invoker's new, right? Or no, we finished it. Cool.
The fates expected this.
You'd think. So let's set a forget-me-not for that.
Keep this in mind.
And let's go over here.
I can now trade some of my findings for more bones.
Ah, right. The items that have no purpose other than to be resources. To get other resources.
Fair trade.
Just enough for a nectar. Hello, pretty lady. Take this.
Nemesis, maybe we could start again. Here, I got you something.
Don't need your charity, princess, or temptations while I'm on duty or off. You're doing this because you want something from me anyway, so here, knock yourself out.
Thank you, now.
And our first keepsake, the Evil Eye. And it has its own unique icon now.
Wondered why Hecate took
which
off
it didn't the
all of a
last time I
sudden.
played.
Was just to get in your way, send you crying home. Guess she doesn't want you to succeed.
She expects me to be prepared for whatever lies ahead.
You're such a pushover sometimes.
Nemesis is a bitch, but in that rare, you know, likable way. In that, you know, a hot villain is technically morally gray because they're hot, and I'm very basic.
For better familiars than you two.
I want to interact more with the weasel. Supergiant, get on it. I don't have any seeds.
The good witch put you to the test out there, did she? Quite an intensive teaching style, I always thought. She expects a lot from you, but that's just what happens when you've such potential.
Then she must be disappointed with my results, although she's careful not to show it. Same as you, Odysseus.
Come, I know how dispiriting it is to chart one's course only to lose one's way. We rarely get where we must go the fastest way we can.
Sometimes the Shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line.
As long as we get there at all. Think I can raise my grasp. Remnants of the past.
That's the next one. That's the one we gotta aim for. And it's a 0 cost. So for that one has a special stipulation. It will be active as long as we have cards that use a 1 grasp through a 5 grasp. So we'll see that these 2 use 1, these 3 use 2. We have one that uses 4, but we do not yet have one that uses 3. The Path of Least Resistance would be going for the Fates. However, there are others that we can invest in to unlock. So even once we unlock it, we're not going to actually get the Centaur until we fulfill that stipulation. Oh yeah, I can activate something. 5% faster. It's super necessary. But it's better than nothing.
Well.
And
keepsake.
We have a keepsake.
The eye.
Which we don't have any other keepsakes, so it's gotta be this one. And they'll rank up as we clear rooms and pass through. But yeah. The eye will be good because it'll guarantee we get a little more going for us.
Much deeper than it looks.
Oh, we can unlock the tableau. I wonder if we set a Forget-Me-Not and then unlock it, if that'll count.
Tablet of peace. You are mine now.
Not gonna use it though, because we need more silver shit. We just need more silver than we need fucking spirit at this point. Let's just set a reminder for that one. And a reminder for that one. And a reminder for that one. Which we need to go up before we can even fuck with that at all. So
This has grave thirst this eve.
What news? There's something up with those nocturnal arms of yours. A certain aura that's surrounding one of them. The grave thirst.
A relatively simple incantation. I expected there was more to the connection between Knight's weapons and the dead. No wonder you can see it too.
Come now, not like I need eyes on the back of my cranium, but I can feel it in my bones. Want more bones yourself, just use a weapon with the thirst.
Whenever possible.
alright.
Ready or not.
Let's go forward to save that progression point, but I think, chat, since we've come to a time, I think we can call it a night there. It is 12/16, November 6th. Happy birthday to me. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't do the thing enough. You know, we got a Discord, we got the YouTube channel. Go on, hit those links, follow, hang out, come chat in the Discord. We got a whole sub-channel dedicated to dog pictures, and my dogs are very cute. Come and see them. Check out the YouTube VODs. Anything you're not here actively for, if you want to hear me pontificate about bullshit, it's going to be there. There are a couple of projects that I've got coming up that I think might just go straight to YouTube. They just make more sense to just record traditionally and then upload that way. But yeah, I gotta see what I'm gonna see. You know? Hopefully we can get a couple more streams in this week. Depends on what the workout load is and how many people want to harass me about being 30. God damn it, my 20s are over. I am old, I am dust. Remember to perform your blood sacrifices, chat, and you can do that by following me on Twitter and Better Twitter over at Blue Sky. Links are in the description. You'll hear there when I'm streaming. If you're in the Discord, you'll also get a ping for that. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming down and hang out. Should probably get some sleep. Alright. Good night, chat.